Hey, what's going on, people? Your boy Mad Mike coming at you guys with just some news, bro. This is I expected this. I expected this to happen, and I just hate to say these words, but I told you so. Do not expect the Atlanta Falcons to spend a lot of money in free agency. It's just not happening. We're not going to get Jadeveon Clowney. We're not going to get Fowler and all these other guys who cost a ton of money. Just not how this organization runs. When you look at just the Atlanta Falcons in their history, we've signed guys who we absolutely could not afford to lose. And that's guys like, Grady Jarrett, Deion Jones, these guys who actually still young, and they are pretty much the engine that makes our team go. All right. So when you look at it, man, the Atlanta Falcons are not going to spend a lot of money in free agency. They've never done that, and that drives a lot of fans crazy. I'm not one of those guys, and I'm sure there's a lot of guys that's watching right now that really don't believe in spending a ton of money on free agency. For one, for me personally, I believe that these guys are free agents for a reason. I don't think guys hit free agency because they are irreplaceable. I think one of the major reasons why the guys like Jadeveon Clowney and Ndamukong Suh, it's not that they aren't good players, but they're players that just a little bit overhyped. All right, at this point in time, bringing in a guy like Jadeveon Clowney, man, I don't think he's going to be anything, spectacular. I don't think he's going to be a guy that you expect 12 sacks every single season. He's just a high-priced guy with a great build. That's essentially what it is. So when it all comes down to it, man, Falcons just never were never going to spend a ton of money on defense and spend a ton of money in free agency. That's just not how they do things. And Kelsey, she pretty much stated, do not expect. All right, there's the tweet. Check it out for yourself. Do not expect the Atlanta Falcons to spend a ton of money in free agency. This is not how these guys operate. They signed Steven Means to a contract. He will be back for the most part, get a chance to kind of showcase what he can do. And my boy Patman said this. He stated this, that the Falcons, Dan Quinn, is a man of trust. He has to trust you. And if players can't understand, if fans can't understand that, if a coach can't trust you to do his job, to do your job, then you're no good for this team. So when it all comes down to it, man, I fully expect the Atlanta Falcons to go after players in free agency, but it won't be guys like Jadeveon Clowney. It won't be guys like Ndamukong Suh. It won't be guys like Everson Griffin. Falcons are not going to spend a ton of money in free agency because we don't have a lot of money. This is the reason why Tom Brady is a free agent right now. He wants the team to just spend so much money to get him weapons. And there's nothing wrong with having weapons. But at the same time, you got to do it where it makes sense. You got to spend money where it makes sense. Not just go out here like it's a game of Madden to just sign players because you want to get to the Super Bowl. A lot of times that doesn't work out. Look at what happened to the Rams. They went out and traded 2 first-round picks for Jalen Ramsey, and they didn't make it to the playoffs. It doesn't make a lot of spending money in free agency. Doesn't guarantee that you're going to get to the Super Bowl. It doesn't guarantee that you're going to win. It's just guaranteed that you're going to spend some damn money. So when it all comes down to it, man, I don't know if you guys think this is a good idea, but let me know what you guys think about this. The signing of not only Steven Means, but let me know what you think about the Falcons deciding not to spend a ton of money in free agency. Because your boy Devondre Campbell, man, check this out. Check out this tweet right. Check out this right here, man. This right here This right here is one of the reasons why I say over and over again, you cannot get attached to players. Players can't get attached to teams because this is a business. When it all comes, when it's all said and done, this is a business, and you can't get attached to players. Myself, I was a huge Devontae Freeman fan, but when I started to see his start to decline, guess what? He got to go. You got to come to grips with that. This is the game that we've chosen. This is the game that we love. There's changes. All right, there's changes in the NFL. Doesn't matter how great you are. When an organization decides that you are going to be free agent, and they decide that you are one of those players that they can replace, deuces, peace, gone. You're out of here. And Devondre Campbell, let's just be real. Devondre Campbell was asked to do a number of things. He was asked to tackle. He was asked to be the leader. He was asked to be a pass rusher. He was asked to be a cover guy. He could not do it. He's not that type of linebacker. So why would I pay a linebacker $10 million if he can't do those? Look, I'm not saying that Devondre Campbell, he sucks as a linebacker. He sucks as a coverage linebacker, but he doesn't totally suck. But for the money that he's asking for, the money that he believes that he's worth, can't have it. You can't pay these guys. And the same thing goes with Austin Hooper. Not saying Austin Hooper is a terrible tight end because he's reliable. But the Falcons don't need reliable. The Falcons need playmakers at this point. I've been stating this for a while. Falcons need playmakers. We don't need guys who just can do one thing well. We need guys who can make plays. Big plays. This is what the Falcons need. They need playmakers. We don't need guys who just can tackle well. We don't need guys who can just get to the quarterback. We need guys with a wide variety of things, who can do a multitude of things. This is what this league is turning into. You have to have the ability to do everything. And so when it comes down to it, Falcons fans, do not get close to a lot of players outside of Matt Ryan, Julio Jones. It's going to get this. You're going to see the same thing, and this goes all the way around the league. This is not just an Atlanta Falcons thing. The New Orleans Saints better get. They better get with it, because the Saints don't understand this purpose. They think Drew Brees is just he's going to be the same quarterback. He's still the same quarterback at this point. And all around the league, we can clearly see that Drew Brees is not the same quarterback. But they're still holding on to a guy that is aging. We can't be that team. We cannot be that team. When Julio starts to go down, guess what? We got Calvin Ridley. We need to start using Calvin Ridley in a way that's going to keep him happy. And we can't have Austin Hooper here taking up a lot of targets that should be meant for Calvin Ridley. We need to be building Calvin Ridley, not trying to worry about bringing another guy who is essentially a fourth target and taking away targets, from Calvin Ridley. That's what the Falcons should do. So when it all comes down to it, man, let's just not get so attached to players. We have to understand that this is a business. That guys like Devondre Campbell, regardless of what they've done in the past, you have to continue to draft well and bring in younger guys who can do essentially what Devondre Campbell does. And I believe for a fact there's at least 3 guys in this draft that the Falcons can use that can do what Devondre Campbell does, and that's to set the edge and tackle consistently. That's his gift. That's what he's good at. And occasionally rushing the passer, Devondre Campbell is that. We got guys in the draft who can do that. I'm not paying $8 million for a guy who can do that. I'm not paying $8 million for a guy who can just tackle well and occasionally blitz. I'm not paying Devondre Campbell that. I'm not paying Austin Hooper $12 million, $13 million to essentially be a reliable target. No, he got to have. Austin Hooper doesn't make plays. He doesn't win one-on-one opportunities. And Brian Ball didn't get broke down film on Austin Hooper. He said exactly what I've been saying, what we've been saying all along. Austin Hooper is a guy that you have to be creative with. He's not a guy that's going to win one-on-one battles. And I know a lot of people are just saying he's a Pro Bowler. I know Falcons fans. He's a pretty good player. He's a reliable target. But at this point, he's not one of those guys that you can guarantee that he's going to win one-on-one battles. That's not Austin Hooper. So you can't pay this guy $12 million for it. I'm sorry. But let me know what you guys think about this, man. All right? This has been my take on things. Let me know what you guys think about Devondre Campbell, Stephen Means signing with the Atlanta Falcons. What does this mean to you? Does this, in a way, says, since the Falcons have an edge guy and Stephen Means, what they are bringing back, do you think they're going to go with a younger defensive end and drafting him in the first round, second round, so they can kind of mold that guy and bring him along slowly? Let me know what you guys think about this. Leave your comments below. Do not forget to tell all your boys, all your friends, share this all over Twitter, share this on Facebook, share wherever you are, all right? Reddit, doesn't matter. Tell your boys about Mad Mike Sportsman. Continue to support your boy. More content is in the cards up top. Your boy Mad Mike is out, man. Peace.
Perfect.